Recommendation letters are going to be a really critical element to your application, really just like the rest of the application. So you want to be putting your best foot forward in every element that brings that whole package together. The application for you is your way to present yourself on paper. Some schools are not going to require an interview of you, so this may be the only way by which you're able to convey your story. So having an excellent package in the end, well-written personal statement, thoughtful letters of recommendation, those are going to be critical to having this all tied up in a red bow when you hit submit on your application. So important to keep that in mind. In terms of asking teachers for recommendation letters, again, this is something that you really want to plan out. So if you're going to be doing, for instance, early action or early decision, you want to be asking your teachers probably even earlier than you normally would. I think maybe even for some students, end of junior year before classes wrap up is at least a good time to give them a heads up, and certainly give them a month's time to be able to write these recommendation letters for you. I think it's really important to remember that, if you are asking someone to write a letter for you over the summer, they're going to have summer vacation. They're going to have plans. They might have a family. They might be having a baby. They have things going on in their lives that, may keep them writing the letter for you as quickly as you'd like. So it's really important to keep other people in mind in this process as you build this package for yourself. So I think the key word is early. I don't think you can really ask too early, and I think reminders are also really critical for your writers. When you're asking for letters of recommendation for your college application, you're going to want to make sure that you're checking with the respective schools to which you're applying to see how many they're requiring of you. So it's probably going to range from 2 to 3, depending on the school. Really nice way to ask for your letters is probably to have one kind of in the liberal arts zone, so social studies, English, and then maybe one science. If you're maybe thinking of doing that pre-med route, if you're thinking into the future. I think also it might be worthwhile checking in with your guidance counselor to see what he or she may recommend. Again, as you're thinking about these people writing letters for you, chances are that the people that you end up choosing are going to be people that others are choosing as well, which means they're going to be getting a lot of requests for recommendation writing. So again, I think it's really critical that you give them a heads up early and often, again, on reminders, so that they have the best time to be able to write the letter for you. When asking for a letter of recommendation, you can do so via email or in person. You can, I know different schools kind of have different setups such that there may be fewer students in one school than another. So accessing your teachers may be a little bit harder for some students than others. Always a good idea to ask them too if they're comfortable writing a letter for you. So again, there may be several that they're writing, or they may have something going on in their life at the time that is going to make it a challenge for them to write the letter. And to be honest, in some instances, the person may just not be comfortable writing a letter for you. That can happen and has happened. The other nice thing to provide the letter writer with is kind of a snapshot of some highlights or bullets that you'd like them to highlight. So is there a particular project that you're particularly proud of that you accomplished in his or her class, or are there certain characteristics that you're looking for them to potentially highlight? So if you can kind of give them a broad or a kind of a light base of things on which you're looking for them to touch or to highlight for you as a candidate to the schools to which you're applying, I think that they will find that really helpful. And so they then get a better sense of what it is that you're looking for as you kind of pull your package together of your entire college application. Colleges are really looking to get a sense of how you will fit into the community and how you will contribute to the community And will you be making a meaningful contribution to the community? So, of course, every letter is going to be different from the next, but they're really going to want to get a sense of that because, of course, they want you to grow and evolve as you become a student there, and also really add to the betterness of the community. So as long as they can get a sense of that through your letter, are you going to be contributing to the athletics? Are you going to be more working in the club realm, maybe through theater or something like that? Are you going to be, big into service, community service? So these are things that I think colleges are looking for to, give themselves a nice variety of students enrolling in their college or university. So those would be some of the things that schools would be looking for as they read your letters. Getting a good recommendation letter, I think, will come out of you, again, asking early. I think you should waive, your access to these letters because that will kind of make the process a lot more comfortable for everyone involved. Again, I think providing the writer with some bullet points that will be helpful to him or her in crafting the letter, sending reminders to the recommendation writer so that he or she can stay on track. Most letters these days are going to be sent electronically from your recommender's email address, but if for some reason you are choosing to send letters through the mail, or you need to send letters through the mail, certainly provide the letter writer with a self-addressed stamped envelope so that they don't need to pay for postage. So one less cost.